Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing.
Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 630 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for always showing up for yourself and also for spreading light into the world. I personally believe there's more good in the world than bad. Now, it's easy to think the opposite if you spend a lot of time on social media because you have to really be careful about what your algorithm shows you. But the idea that there's more good in the world, it's really about what you focus on that sways your opinion of that. So just remember it. So I was on X this last week, and I noticed that I sort of hesitated over a story about the Olympics. And suddenly, almost every post I saw was about the Olympics. Same thing happened the week prior. I was kind of looking at a classical music post, and now suddenly my X algorithm is giving me all kinds of really beautiful classical music posts. Now, both of these are fairly tame topics. They're fairly, I don't know, they feel good to me. So I'm okay with having those posts come up on my timeline. But every once in a while, I'll hesitate over something like an article about, the Jeffrey Epstein files. And the awful content that follows is not something I want to see. So I will click on, I'm not interested in this type of post. And it'll fix that. So you don't have to see those anymore. I genuinely worry about what I consume, and for good reason. Have you ever seen the videos of people that are recording themselves wishing really bad things to happen to someone on the other side of the political aisle? Or even just someone that has a different opinion than theirs. One woman who ironically was a nurse filmed herself saying that she hoped that this person's birth would be super painful and have no help in sight. And she just kept going on and on. And I thought to myself, if I ran into that woman on the street and maybe I tripped and dropped my groceries, she probably would be right there helping me pick them up. She might be a lovely, person, a loving mom, a great daughter, the kind of person who would bring soup to a sick neighbor. But she has let something grow inside her so big that it skewed her whole view of humanity. Because someone just really because someone thinks differently, she wishes them pain or worse. That doesn't seem logical to me. Now, I've seen normal, everyday people wishing death on politicians. It's wild. But by the time those videos go viral, it's too late for them to take it back. I mean, their life as they knew it is over. Now, most of them lose their jobs. They have to delete their social media, and now they're probably getting their own wave of threats. And why? Why would someone who's probably a good person in real life let themselves go down that path, wishing pain and death and actually hitting record? When I saw that nurse video, I didn't hate that woman. I didn't think, oh, she must be evil. I thought, wow, I bet she wishes she hadn't done that. And I thought to myself that she let something online grab her attention and dove in so hard that it made her say things she would never say face to face or, in person with that other person. But it also scared me a little bit. It scared me because that could be me if I were to allow myself to go down unfiltered rabbit holes. Now, when I say unfiltered, I don't mean like someone else filters for me or censors. I don't believe in that at all. I mean, I should be filtering, and so should you, because we all have a dark and a light side inside of us. And those videos scare me more than anything because we've all got that darkness. We just maybe haven't fed it like she did, but could we? That's the part that gives me chills. Could something we harmlessly scroll through start feeding our algorithm the same like toxic stuff until it finally tips the scale? I think it can. And before we know it, our dark side is getting stronger and we're doing things that aren't really us. It reminds me of a story that I've told before, but it is so worth repeating because it's an ancient lesson that is timely to this day. It's the one about the two wolves. There's an old Cherokee grandfather who tells his grandson, there's a fight going on inside of me. It's a terrible fight between two wolves. One is evil. He's angry. He has envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, resentment, false pride, ego, superiority. And the other wolf, well, he's a good wolf. He is joy and peace and love and hope and serenity and humility, kindness, generosity, truth, compassion, and all the good stuff. And the same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too. So the grandson thinks about it for a second and he asks, Grandpa, which wolf will win? The grandfather smiles and says, the one that you feed. You see, whichever one we feed grows stronger. The one that we nurture is the one that survives. And I include myself in this when I say we have to be careful what we consume because it will eventually consume you. It'll eventually consume me. That's why I'm always trying to be super careful. I mean, maybe you're just getting a little taste of it right now. Maybe you're halfway there. Maybe you're further along. You are full down the rabbit hole. I doubt that because you're still here listening to me and my whole thing is awareness. But if you're aware that you might be heading down that path, now's the time to turn it around. I filter my algorithm all the time. If I hesitate on something and I don't want it in my feed, I just click the 3 little dots in the upper right-hand corner and I say, I'm not interested in this content. And if it's a person that seems to keep popping up, I will either mute or block them. My peace is more important than a stranger's feelings getting hurt because I unfollow them over negative content. And you can do the same. And that's my challenge. My challenge to you is simple. Cleanse your mind, feed the good wolf, scroll with a little more intention, and surround yourself with the light stuff and watch how much better everything in your world feels. Share this with someone who may need a timeline cleanse. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.